Hello. Name is Chris Aptoff, and this is my mission statement of why you should sign me. Look at that, 9/11. That song needs to get out there. My mission statement to why I could be the next big thing. I know I'm a little older, but I mean, look at some of the groups out there. I mean, there's nobody that looks like they're 19, besides boy bands. I'm talking about rock and roll. And they're certainly not sexy. Now, I don't toot my own horn. I think I'm goofy as hell looking, but, I know some of the, whatever. I know. But as you can see around you, music is my life. It's what I was put on this earth to do. It's just when I was young, I was too dumb to realize it back then, too into partying and getting in trouble and everything. And then I got married and raised a family. So, plus I was always the drummer of the band. So, well, you're just a drummer. Well, it turns out I'm a late blooming, pretty damn good songwriter, and over the course of many years of being in bands with crappy bass players and this and that and the other thing, I taught myself how to play bass, I taught myself how to play rhythm guitar, and I'm pretty damn good. I taught myself how to play drums too, and taught myself how to play the piano, but then took classical lessons. And where was I going with this? So then, I dabble with writing some songs in the past, and it's when you're at a point where I was at, you don't really know if they're good or not, and then you start writing more songs, and then 9/11 happened. And these words just came into my head, find my father, find my sister, find my mother, find my brother, and out of a chorus came just like all these words of that day. And then I put them to music, and over the past 10 years I've been working it and honing it and everything, and in that time I've written a CD's worth of material, and I don't really know where it's coming from because I never took any classes, never had any formal training or anything. But I mean, I'd say out of the 14 songs I have, I probably got 5 or 6 hits, and there's a couple songs that I took from other bands that we kind of all wrote and kind of retooled them, reworked them, and made them my own and made them better than they were. But it was still kind of a timeless song, so it's still relevant, because the economy still sucks, and that's what a lot of my music is about, being middle class and struggling and all that, and people can relate to that. Stuff's got to be relatable, and I think my material, my story, my neighborhood story, my growing up, our growing up, needs to be told, and I think it'll be profound and provocative, and I got probably 15 to 20 friends or acquaintances that came through our neighborhood that are no longer here. Overdose, whatever, mainly that. But as you can see, I broke my hand, and worst part about this is I can't play. I can't play anything, which I just tried anyway. It's been like a week since I had surgery, and it's killing me that I can't play. But I think it was God's hand that did it, because I've had this 9/11 song that I've been kind of half-assedly trying to get out there and not really knowing the avenues and everything. And this has given me no choice but to just do that. Concentrate on putting a CD sleeve together, bouncing the songs, getting them onto the computer, sending them out, getting all this stuff together, which for the longest time I didn't have the capabilities of doing because I had a crappy computer. You know, I didn't have the equipment because middle class my ass, you know, freaking struggling, starving artist. You know, I work in construction otherwise, and you know how that is. So, I'm just, you know, I've envisioned my stage show, my light show, and it may be far-fetched, but I read somewhere where you gotta have a compelling story. Well, it's a pretty compelling story, you know, as Justin Bieber's like never say never. You know, my thing could be never too late, because, you know, let's face it, some of these younger guys that are 30, late 20s look older than I do, you know. I'm not going to tell you my age, but you'll find out. And yeah, I could put a killer band together, and I just think that it's time for this to happen. I mean, I've had signs of 9/11 come up, and I could show you pictures of receipts and on job sites 9/11 written like in a measurement, and it's all this crazy stuff that's been leading to this. And I've wasted a lot of time, I'm not going to lie, but you know, life gets in the way, and for the longest time I didn't think I was good enough, or the songs were good enough, or I didn't have confidence, or thought it was far-fetched. But the way everything is rolled out, and especially this, you know, he's given me no choice but for 3 weeks to a month I can't play anything, and I can't work. I'm out of work, not on workman's comp or anything either, so I have no choice but to get this out there. And you know, my songs are just getting better, my playing is getting better. I'm told I'll have 100% use of my hand, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hope you give me a shot. And hey, there's a 3-tier dream here. Rockstar? Could be. Songwriter? Definitely. I got hits. I write hits. I don't really try to, but I'm telling you. 3rd tier? A&R guy. I know music, and I definitely think outside the box, which I think the music industry needs right now, because it's stagnant, because nobody's taking any chances. They're just staying in their little comfort zone of cookie cutter generic rock, and it sucks. You know, it's like middle-aged people don't listen to music. I mean, that's what it's like geared at. I know a lot of people, man, and let me tell you, everybody's waiting for something with some frickin' balls, like Guns N' Roses, or, you know, Led Zeppelin, or Nirvana, you know, something new to just bring it out of the doldrums. I bring that, you know, badass, decadent, middle class, struggling, frickin' to make ends meet, relatable, great rock and roll. Peace.